it's Dino, it's Digispin Crypto, and it's been a whole week since you've seen me live. And you had a chance to talk and chat with me and have a lot of fun. And I appreciate you stopping by, but please keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I'm just some goofy guy in a straw hat, mumbling at the screen. Take the information, do your own research, and find out what works for you. All right. Give it a few seconds for everybody to get online. In the meantime, I have nothing prepared for tonight, so we're just going to wing it all tonight, and we're going to have some fun. We'll talk about stuff. If you hit a good topic, I'll give you my in-depth review or idea or response to that particular question. So feel free to do that. As you guys know, I take those and I make little mini clips out of it, and that's worked out well. We've made all sorts of great strides this week with Electroneum, and that's been a lot of fun. I've taken the week and I've created a bunch of parody movies. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope you have questions about them, and give me your thoughts regarding those. And what else do we have go on? It's Electroneum. It's been where it's been. But it's holding steady, so that's a good sign. VRSC did a great thing for us. They donated a few VRSC coins, so now we can have Electroneum, WEBD, and VRSC as a winning cryptocurrency. So when we give away at on the shows, on our live shows, of course, I'm gonna go back 1 week to my last live show, which was the Electroneum blast off, and we'll pick a winner depending on your wallet. So if you put a VRSC wallet address in there, we'll give out VRSC. A WEBD address, you'll get WEBD, and of course Electroneum, our near and dear favorites. So I enjoy while I have my machines mining. Usually the processors are doing nothing anyway, so I throw them on VRSC coin and WEBD. They're speculative coins, but you never know. Don't cost it really much anything extra to run the processor and have it do something, so I let it do that. So let's find out what we're going to give away today. Oh, this camera. Let's find out what we're going to give away today on the show, at the end of the show, and how many coins we're going to give away. Your wallet address will determine which one you get. WEBD, Electroneum, and now VRSC coin. So let's generate. And the survey says 80. We're going to give away 80 today. 80 coins of your choice. Of the three. I'm writing this down here, so I can mark that with my trusty red pen. You guys love my red pen, right, Mr. Bean? You gotta love Mr. Bean. He's all excited. Electroneum did some great stuff. We were doing the blast off show and had a lot of fun with that, and that was exciting, I have to admit. And there's always going to be a retracement, and the Electroneum did that as expected, and it held at a really nice price so far. And as we go along over the next couple of weeks, I think we're gonna see some more excitement. Just gonna happen, and to the end of the year, I think Electroneum is gonna be in a good place. And going forward in the next few years, man, I am glad that I kept buying Electroneum, and I hope you paid attention and were able to score yourself some Electroneum when it was a half a penny. Even a seventh of a penny would be great. I wish I could buy more now. At that price. We all do, right? So let's take a look. Let's see who's out there. We got all sorts of good stuff. Oh boy. Good to see all you guys out there. Hey, we got M-Kid. M-Kid's out there. Hello, Dino. We appreciate you stopping by, M-Kid. It's all good. We got Sergeant of the Marines is out there. He's like, finally. Finally, Dino got off his tuchus and showed up live for once instead of giving us pre-recorded videos. You know, unfortunately, the 10-minute and under videos, more people subscribe when they see those videos. You know, that's about the time that people have before they start getting antsy. Not everybody appreciates a live show where we spend an hour just yabbling and having fun, and because they don't have that time most of the time. So the fact of the matter is those 10-minute shows work out well, and we want to get that information out to them, because during our live shows we end up coming up with a lot of good information for folks. So we packaged it in nice bite-sized morsels for everybody, and that's turned out well. And believe it or not, the smaller videos, I get 3 times the amount of subscribers as I would get in a live show. But that's why I mix and match it, and so that everybody gets something that works for them. All right, we got Michael out there. Michael saying, yeah, good evening, Dino. I need me some digit spin. And we appreciate you stopping by. Michael asks, he stops by my Telegram channel almost every other night. Gonna do a live show? Gonna do a live show? I appreciate you, Michael. And you could thank these guys for asking me to come on tonight. I happen to have a few minutes, so that turned out well. So let's see who else. I'm gonna get to some of these questions, but we got Goroth out there. We got we did M Kid. We got Paul's out there. Good to see you, Paul. Love your face. It's good to have you back. Rick Vipermoto. It's good to see you there, Rick. XXYY's out there. You want to know me's out there. So this is all good. We appreciate you guys. Let's see what kind of questions we got. We'll hit that. We'll start off with Sergeant of the Marines. Sergeant of the Marines. Sergeant of the Marines says, yeah, I love the James Bond mini skit. Yeah, you know, I went to some of my favorite movies, and I thought about them, and just did a cursory review of a couple of them, and I said, yeah, I think I can make something out of that. And what they're talking about, let's bring up the Digit Spin channel here, if I can. I'm lucky enough to figure that out. And we'll go to my channel. So I spent last week creating some memes and parodies, and we did last week. Now what I tried to do was stay true to the director's style. End up cutting up the films, adding some text or graphics, some verbiage into them, but I tried to stay with the style of the director's original design while I was doing the parody. So a lot of thought and effort. Believe it or not, there was a lot of work to pull these things off. Hours, countless hours to pull off these things. And I had 3 brainstorms right off the bat, so I hit them. And one is Plan 9 from Outer Space. Now, Plan 9 is Ed Wood. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to see Ed Wood, the movie Ed Wood with Johnny Depp, but that was a lot of fun, and it was a history of his life. And one of the movies he made was Plan 9 from Outer Space, and you can actually go on BitTube and you can watch that because it is a public domain movie. Ed Wood was known for making some of the worst movies of all time. And they were actually so bad that they became a cult classic. So a lot of his movies are well known because of the nonsense that went on in them. So yeah, we did the Plan 9 from Outer Space, and that gave me the excitement to do the next one, which was Diamonds Are Forever, James Bond. Everybody loves James Bond, mixed in the music, and I had found a scene in there that I thought was pretty awesome. Again, I stayed to the spirit of the movie by creating an intro with all of the swirls and the mixes and silhouettes, and I used some of the YouTubers, and I chose. I didn't leave anybody out on purpose. I only had so much time, and I chose to put some cameos of the YouTubers that usually, you know, are left behind or don't get as many views. Some of the big guys. So there was a lot of people I wanted to put in there, and I had to make a decision. So I said, let me put in the small guys. You'll notice I also have my friend Crypto NWO. He was kind to me when I first started the channel, got me started, hooked me up with an interview, and I have a lot of loyalty to NWO. I like that guy, Kevin. He's great stuff, and so I tossed him in there too. So I went to a car chase scene, and I thought it was kind of funny. I did the glasses, the ETN glasses. I had Crypto Chico with his FUD chasing after him, and they were trying to get him. And of course, the Electroneum outmaneuvered while they were chasing him to try to FUD him. Electroneum outmaneuvered everybody, and they all crashed. And at the end, while they're all crashed, they're like, "You got him? Did you get him? Did you get him?" So that was a lot of fun. And the last one I just did was the 2001 Space Odyssey. Now, 2001, I put a link in the video, and it's a 7-part series video, and so you'd have to have time to listen to it, on how 2001 was made. That movie was made in 1969. It actually started in 1965, and the video, the graphics on it, and the special effects still hold up today as far as quality and performance of the special effects. And there was no computer graphics whatsoever, so everything had to be done with models and trickery with cameras. And it's amazing what they were able to pull off in 1969. Think about it. I mean, they just started to shoot off rockets at that point. Nobody knew what the Earth looked like. Everything was guesswork. You know, you look at it now and you're like, okay, yeah, it's okay. But back then, nobody had a clue. And the movie, Stanley Kubrick, he's a very interesting fellow. And he, if you notice, a lot of his movies have 3 parts. And it's like watching 3 different movies. AI, all of his movies. Metal Jacket and in 2001. It's like 3 different movies. And 2001, if you ever have the interest to watch it, it's something that you have to have had watched it, because it set the pace for to allow for Star Wars and all these other movies to be produced. It was the first science fiction movie that actually got a real budget, and before that it was just campy sci-fi stuff. And the movie, everybody who watches it comes away with a different meaning and understanding of the movie. It's a painting that's half filled in, and your mind and where your experiences come from determine how you see the film. So when you walk away scratching your head going, what the heck did I just watch? You got it. You understand the movie. You're really not sure, and it makes you think, what the heck did I just watch? And as you sit there and you try to understand what you just saw. And so I tried to stay true to that, so it was kind of cryptic. But we had the dawn of Electroneum, and where man sees the Electroneum, a monolith, and changes the future of mankind. And then we cut to the next scene where, with that knowledge and those things brought to the world by Electroneum, we were able to span the universe, forge new relationships. I don't know if anybody caught that. Some of the details and some of the descriptions of the ships. And so they forged new friendships, and it was just something to make you think in the style of Kubrick. And the fact of the matter is that it was a lot of work to do all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed them. You know, they have a few views on it, so that's kind of nice. So let's get back to that, to the chat. But I appreciate each and every one of you that watched the parodies that I made, and I hope you did enjoy them. And let me know if you want me to make more. Oh my God, you guys put so much stuff up here. All right. Let's take a look. Let's see where you guys put so much stuff. All right. Goroth says hi. Haven't seen Goroth out there before, so we'll put you up on the screen, and we thank you for stopping by the show. Oh, I always look at the wrong camera. We appreciate you stopping by and at the show, and we appreciate you. Okay. MK goes, I missed Digit Spin, and yeah, I missed Dino, and I mean that in the least creepiest way possible. Sergeant Marines thinks that $2. He's calling it now. I'm curious. You guys put it on the screen. Put it in the chat. What do you think it's going to hit by December? $2 Electroneum by December. Wow, that's an amazing price prediction there, Sergeant. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. That would be pretty awesome if you are right. M-Kid says that he loved the movies and the parodies, so I appreciate that. It's each movie being unique and had a unique style to them. You have to really, if you have seen those movies, you probably would appreciate it more than if you did not. And I'm sure there's a lot of younger guys that had no idea what Plan 9 from Outer Space is or was or anything about it, and probably have never seen 2001: A Space Odyssey. So hopefully I just about everybody watched James Bond, but so I hope I in some small way can broaden people's horizon of knowledge when it comes to these movies, and they'll take the time to watch them, and they'll laugh when they do, and then we'll go back from there. And Kid says that he'd be happy with 20 cents by December 18th. So yeah, a quarter by December 18th would just be phenomenal. I definitely gotta like that. So Michael's got a question here. He says, just throwing this out there, Electroneum app was down for a few days last week. If the people are going to use this as a currency, this cannot happen when we get going. Do you agree? So, good question, Michael, and I'm glad you asked it. The Electroneum app and the wallet was locked down, and if you notice, it coincided with a hidden bug that was in the Monero code, and or should I say, a bug that had not been found before, and it allowed the bug allowed coins to be burned if somebody wanted to do that, and so you could actually lose coins if they ended up being burned. So they had to fix that right away, and anything that touched the blockchain, all the nodes had to be updated and modified. So what happens is that they upgraded the software. Electroneum got in there quick and fast. I happen to know this, for a fact, made the modifications to the code, and then they immediately went out to the exchanges, which had all of the wallets on hold. You could exchange and purchase because you would keep it on the centralized side of the exchanges, and but they weren't allowing things to go in and out because they didn't want anybody to take advantage of this problem. So Electroneum worked with the code and worked with others to fix the problem that was in the Monero code originally. So when the code was cloned to generate the chain, it was a hidden time bomb that was in there. So luckily nobody did it. That's the whole point of finding the bug. A white hat guy, found it, and were able to bring it to the attention. Everybody, the community joined on it, and BitTube suffered with it, and any type of cryptonote based coin had that problem. BitTube was quick to get that fixed also, but Electroneum got their exchanges up rather quickly, and they also had to then keep in mind their systems have a node or multiple nodes, and they have to put in the patch, and then they have to rescan the environment to confirm that there was nobody that took advantage of it. It'll go through and it'll check it all, and it rescans everything, make sure everything is hunky-dory. So that was obviously part of the reason, and that they had to lock down, because basically Electroneum is working like an exchange. Everything is centralized, and exchanges are centralized. All of your purchases go back and forth on a database locally, and then when you go to import or export your coins, then they pull it out of the bag and they then toss it on the blockchain. Now, Electroneum, being a hybrid system, when you're working with the web wallet, and the website is a centralized part of the system. That's the half that is centralized. So they have to do the same thing, rescan and get everything in place. So that's the reason why. No monkey business. And the fact of the matter is that I would expect that whenever there are major issues, that these types of things will happen, so that they can fix them and rescan the chain, and then reload all of the different coins, what's in the wallets for each of the accounts, and to make sure everything's clean and accurate. So if you think that this won't happen again, then you need not to purchase cryptocurrency, because it's a function of having a blockchain, and it's part of this universe called cryptocurrency. All right, so that's my thoughts on that matter. All right, let's go back out here to where we go. So Michael's going, "Yay, Varus!" Yeah, Varus. The price on the coins, keep in mind, you're not going to make a lot of money with Varus if you're going to sell now, and so the object is, I'm just mining them and I'm going to squirrel them away. I don't make a whole lot. I think I have like 5 Ryzen 5s CPUs that I have sitting on some of the rigs, just mining away. So I probably make 10 coins a day, 10, 15 coins a day at the most, probably 10 coins a day at best. And it's really just to squirrel them away. I want to hopefully get 1,000 of them. What's that worth? $20 or something, and I'll just hold on to them. You never know. Varus got some. They have some potential. They're going to have some competition with places like the Line, the new coin called Line that's coming out, and the reason is it's an existing company, and so they have a ton of resources that they can throw at this. But they are also doing blockchain as a service, like Varus, and So we'll see how well VRSC can perform. I'll try to keep you up to date on that. But they have a good product, and we'll just see if they can outpace everybody else and beat them to the punch. All right. Let's see what else I got here. All right, got page 1 done. All right. Sergeant of Marines loves Mr. Bean. He's good stuff, right, Mr. Bean? Yeah. All right. XXYY. It's good to see you, Double X. Haven't seen you in a while, and it's a lot of fun. Let's throw me stuff down here. I'm curious. What the heck am I making with my ASIC miner that I keep locked up under high security in my office in an undisclosed location? So I don't know if I just disclosed it by saying it's in my office, but let's take a look here. I want to go to Crypt Unit. I've been monitoring the coins that get delivered to my my wallet address, and it did go down there for a while, but it started to come back up a bit. According to this here, wow, Darrow, $7. That's pretty good. So Electroneum, 277 coins a day, and that's about right. With a little bit of tweaking, I've been able to pull in about 290, maybe 300, 310 coins a day. I saw it go down as little as 240 when the price shot up. Woo! They all jumped on board, and the amount of coins earned went down. But yeah, no longer getting those 1,300 coins a day. 277. It takes me 3 days now to get 1,000 coins. So you remember I told you when it was going to get down below 500, and yeah, it's at 300. And a lot of that is that there's been a ton of new ASICs that have come online, which is phenomenally great for the environment. It's just securing things even more, and it's making the coins more rare. So as they become more rare, it helps also prop up the price. I'm not going to give them away if I don't have to, if I'm a miner or a professional miner. So I'm going to try to sit on them, and quite frankly, they all know the price of Electroneum is going to go up. So I'm sure they're going to try to hold on to as many as they can. But this is a good sign, and I'm glad to see, unfortunately, I'm glad to see that the coins are going down a little bit so that they become more rare and more valuable. Got myself my diet soda today with no label on it. I went to Popeye's Chicken, and they had a bunch of people working there, but just one guy at the counter, and it must have took me 15 minutes just sitting there in front of the register before they even could take my order. So he gave me a cup and said, "Here, have a free drink." And there I go. Hey, I see Matthew Gray out there. It's good to see you, Matthew. I'm glad you stopped by. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see if I can understand Michael's question. Let's see here. Michael's saying, oh, he was replying to M-Kid. All right, never mind. So you guys are all pretty confident. Even M-Kid said, "I'm confident Electroneum will not have major issues with being down for long." It's kind of a rare situation. This was, this was a unique, rare thing when they find these major bugs that span across the entire original code. And but they do happen maybe once a year. They find something. It's just Bitcoin. What was it? Just last month, Bitcoin, they had that catastrophic bug that could have took down the environment and caused havoc. They've been around 8 years, so 9 years. So it happens. They find these things. Okay, so let's take a look. Double X is saying, "Hey Dino, do you think the November elections will play a major role in the future of crypto adoption?" My only concern is cryptocurrency showing up as donations to candidates, because that money can easily be coming from outside the country. It's illegal for people outside the country to be sending money in to influence our elections. And quite frankly, our legislative branch of the government is completely broken. It's insane. It's obnoxious. And it's mentally deficient. And it's bought and paid for. So our legislative branch is broken. And I'm not sure how that gets fixed. Having said that, do I think it's going to play a major role? No. Most of the, let me rephrase that, a portion of our legislators that have been elected are incompetent and imbeciles. And the fact that they even comprehend what a cryptocurrency isn't going to happen. They don't have the brain cells to figure it out. Now, there's 50% of them that do, and have some basic common sense, and will probably research. And what I mean by research, they'll be spoon-fed information from particular parties that will want or not want cryptocurrencies. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think there's going to be much change. I'm sure there'll be a couple of folks that will spearhead something, but for the most part, the good majority of the legislators are incompetent boobs and don't have the brain power to even understand what cryptocurrency is, and should be shoved in the ocean, I guess. I don't know what to say. Let's see here. So yeah, Matthew's out there. It's good to see you, Matthew. I know you can't stay usually a whole lot, but we do appreciate you stopping by. Hey, Mike, Matthew, he liked the James Bond parody the best, and he liked the. We did the 2020. That was a really good one, you guys. I hope you guys saw that. I created this. I wanted to create in under 60 seconds a video that would inspire people to understand or to think about what Electroneum could be in the future. And I came up with this. And I thought it really brought together a lot of information quickly. Your home, your food, all accepting Electroneum. Your car, you can purchase your car with Electroneum. You go to the fast food restaurant, you're going to be able to pay with it with Electroneum. You go to the store and you want to buy goods for your house, your fashion, you buy it with Electroneum. You can travel around the world and use Electroneum. I felt that this was really powerful.
Before, super exciting. I can't help myself, but that's how
I like Richard.
Everything here is super exciting.
Super exciting. That's my favorite phrase from him. I just love super exciting. But the concept behind it was, how can I in 60 seconds get people to see the potential that in a couple of years you'll be able to take your phone, stop off at the cheeseburger joint, go to the major retailer, pay for a car possibly, right with Electroneum, right on your phone. And I felt that I pulled that off in 60 seconds to give people that hope and understanding that it actually can and will probably happen. Electroneum is the only coin that is fully KYC compliant. And it's going to bring opportunity that no other coin has seen or even will be able to touch. And it's my belief, and the reason why I made that video behind me, that you will be able to use your Electroneum in a lot of places and do a lot of stuff with it. And I put the house in there because it's my belief the value of the Electroneum is it's gonna be so scarce to get that the price has got to go up. There's too many people that are going to be using it. The price is going to go up on it. That you will be able to purchase a home with the value of the Electroneum that you possess in your phone. I believe it. I truly do. I truly do. I truly do believe it. But, you know, I could take $100 and buy some Bitcoin, and everybody's all excited. Maybe it'll hit 20 grand again. Oh, it's 6 grand now. So let's say it hits 18 grand. So I have $300. I wasn't in early enough to be able to put in $100 and get 100 coins, and now 6 years later they're worth 6 grand a pop, and I'm sitting on what, 6 grand, 60 grand, 600 grand. I'm sitting on $500,000. Ain't gonna happen. You know, if I'm lucky, it'll 3 times. If it goes berserk, it might 6 times. Electroneum is my and your opportunity to be there from the beginning, just like the guys who were lucky enough to be there 8 years ago, 9 years ago. You'll be able to secure some Electroneum, and as the time changes and as it becomes more valuable, you'll be able to see a benefit that's going to be significantly more than just 3 times your money. And I'll put to you this way. I bought it a half a penny, my $100. I made that 3 times already. At a half a penny, it's at 2 cents or just shy of 2 cents. I'm actually at 4 times right now, and it's only been 3 weeks since I bought it. So I don't care if Bitcoin triples and goes back to 20 grand. Could care less. I've already got it. I was smart enough to get my Electroneum. You too. And a lot of you guys out there, you know exactly what I'm saying. You were smart enough to research the coin instead of listening to other YouTube channels while he's puffing on a pot pipe telling everybody how it sucks. Yeah, that's good investment advice. I'm going to listen to a guy puffing on a pot pipe. I get good investment advice from that guy. I don't care if it goes up. Bitcoin 3 times makes it to 18 grand. I've already made that in 3 weeks. It's already been done, and it's going to continue. You guys know what I'm talking about. Pay attention. Get your advice from somebody that kind of steers you in the right direction to take a look at, instead of calling you names on this channel and acting all odd. All right. Let's oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna try to catch up as fast as I can to these questions. Bullet. Oh, I see. Okay. We got all sorts of good stuff here. Okay. You want to know me? He goes, do you think you can put the remix from "We're Moving On Up to the East Side" from the Jeffersons together? You know, that might be a good thing. I'm gonna write that down and I'll see what I can come up with. That might be fun. Jefferson's theme song. Hey, appreciate these ideas. Anything that you guys could toss out there. Some guys put out ideas for some parodies. As you guys know, I like to do them, even though it's a lot of time and effort. And but you know, they're fun. They're fun. They're fun. Jefferson's theme song. I appreciate that. I'm going to look into that and see if I can do something with that. Okay. Sergeant of the Marines. Paul. Hey, love your face, Paul. That's great. It's always great to see you on the channel. All right, so Paul says he woke up to an Electroneum monolith the other day. I touched it and my hair fell out, and I evolved into a buying crypto in a bear market. So couldn't help himself after he touched the Electroneum monolith. Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen any of these parodies, just click on the Digitspin Crypto link. You can see all my videos. I try to sort them out nicely for you guys. I try to put in a lot of effort. The good news is that we did move from 450, 490 subscribers. I think we're up at 690. I think it is now. So that's a good sign. The folks are coming to watch it and enjoying the stuff that we put out. Should I say I put out on Digitspin Crypto. So appreciate that. Let's see here. So MKid goes, I'd like to see you do something with Bullet. I'd love to see you do a Bullet movie car chase with Electroneum. You know, I almost did Bullet, and then I remembered James Bond. So I ended up doing the James Bond one. I thought it was more impactful, and I enjoyed doing that. But I looked at French Connection, Bullet, White Lightning, and all these old movies with these old good car chases, and they're still on my list of car chases. But I was trying to mix it up and bring some different styles of parody. But we'll get back to that. Eagle, good to see you out there. Appreciate you. Muchas gracias, Dino, por todos videos. He wants more videos. Now, I don't speak Spanish, but I'm starting to kind of learn a little understanding maybe. But I do know he wants more videos, please. So we appreciate you, Eagle. Let's see here. Let's see here. We were streaming. Okay, good. And we did that. Everybody loves Matthew. Matthew's a great guy. We got him in the cameo for the show. And let's see. Paul says this must be a fashionable show. Oh, let's see if we can get that. This must be a fashionable live stream. It draws the finest people. Excuse me. Do you have any Grey Poupon? No, I don't. No, I appreciate everybody stopping by, and it's great to see everybody that does, and everybody gets to meet up with their favorite YouTubers. We are. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Our Electroneum YouTubers are a close bunch. We chat with each other once in a while and say hello. And we're a friendly group, and we support and care about each one of them. It helps brings out the message. Everybody does it in their own style. Everybody says their own words and their own thoughts. But it's all of Electroneum is a very close knit community, and it's rather refreshing to see. So it's good stuff. All right. Hey, we got Jacob out there, and we got Rob. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you out there, Rob Pastore. So Jacob, 99 cents. He loves 99 cents too, with Matthew Gray. Now Matthew, of course, Matthew's doing really good because he's got this really spectacular intro now. I don't know if I can find him and pull him up, but he's got this really nice intro that really looks good on his channel. I wonder who helped him out with that. I love Matthew's stuff. He always keeps me glued to the screen to hear what he has to say. And Matthew has a thought on everything. So it's always fun to see what he comes up with. All right, let's see here. Marco Polo. Marco saying, Dino, if Electroneum goes to $1, he goes, I'll be a millionaire. Most marketing for me. so he's all excited. Marco has himself a little bag of Electroneum squirreled away, and he's hoping that it hits $1 at some point. So aren't we all? That's Dennis is going, yeah, $1 is great, but let's hope for more. So you want to know me, he says, I believe everyone is going to jump off XRP to Electroneum. XRP is relatively wide known. The problem with XRP is that they owned all the coins and then they sold them off and into the environment, and they still have the rest of the coins. Unlike Electroneum is a fair mining process, and you either bought in from the beginning and got the initial coins. 30%, that's the first 30%. The other 30% are available for people with ASIC miners to mine them, and the last 30% was squirreled away for the mobile miners. So Electroneum does not sell the coins, unlike XRP, which owns them and sells them out, and they can actually control the price based on how many they send out. And quite frankly, by doing that, it's my personal opinion that XRP is absolutely a security, because there was no way for anybody to go mine those coins or secure them any other way but buying. They had to be purchased from the beginning. Somebody had to purchase that coin. Anything that was traded had to originate from purchasing it from Ripple, the Ripple company. So, you know, it seems really clear to me that they were a security, and most of their business is going to be bank to bank, and it's not like when they sign up, they have to purchase X amount of Ripple as part of the contract, so that they have Ripple on hand to be able to make these bank transfers. And so basically they're just going to be, you know, shifting Ripple back and forth between the banks, and there's only, you know, X amount of banks, so it's not like it's going to grow or Electroneum's going to have 100 million people. There's not 100 million banks. So I'm not seeing a value at a long term. It's going to go up just because of hype and people pushing it. But there's I can't. It's not something that you want to put in your pocket and hold on to, because more people are going to be using it, and therefore more of them are going to be needed. You know, the banks keep X amount, and they'll just do that and trade it amongst themselves. And the bank that has a surplus of them is going to sell them off, and they'll probably sell them to the other bank, or they'll sell them out on the market, and then so that the other bank on the other side can buy them back. So there's really an equilibrium there that I don't see a long-term value for the coin itself. Having said that, there's going to be people who make money on it. You know, the price will probably go up, and we'll go from there. But you know, you're not. I don't see in the immediate future, you know, unless these banks start to offer it like a Visa, MasterCard for a solution to pay a payment system for it. They got a lot of stuff to still deal with. It's not even KYC yet or anything like that, so it's not meant for the general consumption. It's meant for business to business. So we'll see what happens with Ripple. But those holding it, I wish them well, and they've been making some money, so good for them. I don't wish anybody bad in any fashion. All right. Let's see. Let me see if I can get to the next page. You guys are just populating this stuff. All right. Let's see here. Matthew Gray's putting out there. He thinks that Electroneum is going to hit 50 cents by the end of the year. So we got $1, we got 20 cents, and now we got a 50-cent thought on it. So we'll see. Marco wants that $1. Okay. So we have another Michael out there. Let's take a look and see what this other Michael says. Michael says, question about Yodi. I don't have a passport nor a driver's license. I cannot get to tier 2 and 3. Yodi does not accept California ID. So obviously you have to get to your level 1. My suggestion is to put in a ticket, explain that what you do have, Yodi doesn't have a solution for at the moment, and they are working on or have come up with additional solutions for folks that cannot go through Yodi. So there'll be some solutions provided, so don't panic. Don't worry, you will be able to get yourself. If you want to be verified, you need an ID. Get level 1, level 2. You've got to show that you are an actual person. So you have a bill in your name with the same address. You have a cable bill. You have your bank record or anything that comes to your home address. And level 3 shows that you have a source of income. It's 3 simple steps. It seemed like a lot at first, but it really is 3 basic pieces of information that you have to give pretty much almost the same thing to just get KYC'd on an exchange. But you'll be able to do it, so don't panic. They will come up with a solution for you. They're not going to leave anybody out, I assure you. All right. M-Kid says, I wish I could get my hands on 5,000 Bitcoin. If they did, we definitely would have $2 ETN. Because what he's saying is, if I had 5,000 Bitcoin, I'd buy all the Electroneum that was out there, period. And you poor saps wouldn't be able to touch it. Let's see. Hey, we got Mr. Cryptastic up there. That's good to see you. Good thumbs up. Matthews Gray saying, we don't have to hope that Electroneum is going to go up. We know it will go. Those of you that watch Digital Spin Crypto, those of you that watch Richard's videos, those and some of the other YouTubers, you have more information than the majority of the folks out there who keep calling it a token and only mobile mines and even major reporters that no clue. You guys are smarter than the average bear. Congratulations to you. All right. So we got one honest ghetto. He says that the Naga tribe prediction is guaranteed. If you say so. That's all I have to say to that. Southern Marines agrees with me. All right. So Mr. Cryptastic is asking, he goes, is it worth getting an ASIC miner to mine Electroneum? And that's a tough question. Because when you look at it, I can take the $2,000 and just buy Electroneum with it. When you invest in a miner, your return is going to be brought over 12, 18 months now, 15 months now, or longer. At some point, you'll have earned back the dollars that you've invested into it. So if you have $2,000 that, or $2,500 that you can live without and it's irrelevant, you can put it online, and basically from now until whenever, you'll be able to just keep mining those. Now, how I look at it is I'm making 223 coins a day. You know, right now, and at 2 cents a piece. $4, $5 a day is no big deal. But how I look at it is, if and when whenever that time may happen, when it hits $1, it's $223 a day. Now that could take a couple of years from now, but I don't have to see. I only get one miner, so that I'm not forced to sell my coins. I can afford to pay the $2.50 a day to keep it running, and I don't have to sell the coins, and I have no intention. I'm going to hold on to them, and then in a few years, those coins that are mine. Now, it's mined a total of 40,000 coins since I've put it online. Since you guys have been watching, we've mined 40,000 coins. I've given away a few thousand. I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 coins maybe. I'm giving them away, whatever. But if it hits $1, I'm gonna pay off my car. It would have covered the cost of the $2,000 for the machine at that point, wouldn't it? So it really just comes down to if you enjoy. It's kind of a hobby for me. I don't make anything special out of my miners. It's kind of a hobby, and it's fun, and made a couple of bucks. I spend more on a cup of coffee and a donut each day, so. But it's fun. It's fun. It's a clean, friendly hobby, that, and squirreling away these coins could change my life in a couple of years. Could change my life. Could change yours. So that's my thought, whether or not you should get an ASIC. You have to determine that for yourself. But it really only works well, and you'll only feel comfortable with the purchase if it's money that it's okay if you went out to Vegas and blew it on a craps table. If you were going to go to Vegas and blow $2,000 on a craps table, then get yourself the ASIC miner instead. You'll do much better off, and your return in the next few years will be far greater. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's get over to the next page. See what you guys got. I don't know what the heck page I'm on here. Okay. Yeah, MKid says he averaged about 297 coins on his ASIC. That's about right. Like I said, it went down to about 240 when the price went up. Dirty Fergie says, how many mobile miners can I have? Well, that's a good question. What I can tell you is Electroneum states that if you set up an account on their website, that you're supposed to run one mobile miner. And then he says that the Bitcoin kiosks, those things suck. Actually, it was a lot of fun. Letting it suck up my Benjamin and sending me some Bitcoin, but they do rake you over the coals. No doubt about it. They take your money. It's a high percentage. One of the guys had mentioned to me the Cash app, which is owned by PayPal, which now lets you purchase Bitcoin and sell Bitcoin, is actually relatively good. So That's pretty. That's also a pretty good option. Matthew Gray's saying, "Hey everyone, if you're not on BitTube, you should be. Digit Spin's on there, and there's a playlist just for Digit Spin. You can just sit on there and watch his videos, and on all the stuff that he's got, and earn coins at the same time." And Matt's put together a couple of playlists. Of course, he has one for himself, one for us, Northeast Technologies, and there's probably some others. But BitTube lets you earn tubes. I don't like to say BitTube lets you earn money. And the reason is because, as we all know, the price of coins go up and down. And as more people watch and get onto BitTube, so you want to be on it early. That's the reason why we jumped on quick. And we tried to let everybody know, get on there as soon as you can. Because as it's becoming more and more popular, only so many coins are produced, a day. And the coins that are split amongst the viewers and the creators are the same. So if there's 1,000 coins made a day that are for viewers, they get split among the viewers. And if there's only 1,000 viewers, well, everybody gets one coin. But when we get to 10,000 viewers, well, you only get 1/10 of a coin because you're still only 1,000 coins given out a day. And as more and more people start to use BitTube, the coins that you earn per day is less and less. Now, of course, the price changes and goes up and down. So if you're watching it because you think you're going to make $1 million US fiat dollars by watching BitTube, you're going to be upset and disappointed. But if you say, hey, I'm going to earn 100 BitTubes and I'm going to squirrel them away until when BitTube hits $10, then you're going to be doing all right. Remember, this is acorns that you're collecting. You can go buy the coins that are in the top 10 already, but you're not going to get life-changing benefits out of it. You will make money, but the amazing benefits that others had seen when they started with Bitcoin is not going to happen. It's not possible. But it is with these newer coins, these newer projects. You can earn as many as you can. You score them away for 4 to 6 years. Keep an eye on it. Some of them are going to disappear. Some of them are going to hit the jackpot. But you have a far better chance of hitting a life-changing benefit than you are with the lottery, that's for sure, or a lottery ticket. You have a far better chance taking a look at some of these coins. And this is the reason why us YouTubers, we take a look, like VRSC coin. I'm telling you guys, take a look at it, mine it, let's see what happens. I have 100 coins. I got $2 worth of VRSC. That's my total investment in it. I'm not making money if I try. So I'm trying to bring you an opportunity. Something that if it strikes, I look at it and I say, there's some technology there. They're a technology coin. Electroneum is a product. It's a service. Two different things. But VRSC being a technology coin, yeah, they got some really neat stuff. Unique, cool stuff. Go mine a couple coins. Scroll them away for 4 or 5 years. It could change your life. If it doesn't, you're in the same place you are now. Didn't hurt you. But if it hits, 1,000 coins could change your life. And that's the reason why we try to tell you about BitTube, VRSC, WebD. These are projects that are in their infancy. I have no idea if they're even going to survive, but they're really cool projects. I think they have the potential, and even Matt, he has a couple of his favorites, and he brings them to you, and he tries to tell you these. From my perspective, they look decent. Check them out. See if it's something that you want to mine. I ain't telling you go buy any. go mine them. Some of them you can mine some. And I know the ones that I usually bring to the table are mineable. It's rare that I don't think I've ever suggested or looked into coins that are not mineable. If it's not mineable, I'm not in. It's not for me. It might be for you, but it's not for me. So it doesn't cost anything to just mine a few coins, let it run, and try to get in there early. You'll figure it out. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right, I hit that page already. Let's try. I'm trying to catch up to you guys as fast as I can. Matthew said, "Yeah, if you ain't in first, you're last." I gotta get you on there. I should send you a link to hook up. We gotta get Matthew back on the show. I miss talking to him. All right, let's see here. Oh, Hey, Taco Day, Sergeant of the Marines. It's National Taco Day. I did not know that. I was going to go to Taco Bell today, but I ended up at Popeyes instead. For some reason, I like that Popeyes chicken. Oh, my God. Okay. M-Kid says, let's just bring this up here. This is pretty funny. M-Kid goes, I had to do... Lucy, you have some explaining to do. I had to do some explaining to my wife about what was playing on BitTube. 99 cents 1 minute, next minute, busty videos of beach. I haven't seen anything topless on there, and I think there's a reporting mechanism for that. They have other channels for that, so there shouldn't be anything topless. I definitely have seen some bikinis. And they give views. What can I tell you? You know, young guys, crypto, girls in G-strings, they're gonna check out the bikinis. I don't blame them. All right, Matthew's laughing. All right, let's see if we can get to the next page. Oh, hey, we got Mario out there. Good to see you, Mario. I'm glad you made it to the channel. We appreciate you showing up and stopping by. Now, he says that I make the hat look good. Now, I'm going to be honest, I am not that dazzling, and I think it's kind of a symbiotic relationship. But I do have to tell you, you know, I spend a lot of time doing these parodies, making the memes, putting together the content. It's a lot, and I don't make anything, especially off of YouTube. And even if I did $100 a month, I assure you it's not covering my time. Why I make these things is that I do these things for you. And it's a relationship where it's appreciated that you correlate that relationship with a like or a subscribe. And that helps me out so that my content is shown, we can get it to others, and others can appreciate the value of it. So, you know, do yourself a favor. If you have a moment, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of great stuff here. I think it's worthy of your subscription, and I'll do everything I can to bring you good content and communicate with you one-on-one like we do here tonight. Very few shows have a live show where they'll just sit and chat and talk with everybody, so you can be on the show, your comments are thought about, and I talk to you directly, and it's a lot of fun for me, and then we get to make a lot of great smaller videos for everybody to learn and enjoy also. And all I ask in return is a subscription, a like, and even comments, and so that it helps out, and I know that my time is worthy to continue to do these things. If it's enjoyed, let me know, because if it's not enjoyed and nobody likes it and nobody cares, there's no impetus for me to continue. because I'm donating my time to you, the community, and I enjoy doing that. And I appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed, and I thank you very much personally. Okay. Enough of the soapbox. All right, let's go back here. Yep, Matthew saying if you go on to BitTube and you type in Digit Spin, you'll see my playlist. So that's good stuff. So Imran's out there. He goes, while Roger and Charlie Lee argue about Lightning Network and fast payment systems, ETN already has instant payment. So he is right. They're going to be arguing and trying to figure it out, and it's going to grow. We're doing it. It's live. It can be installed into just about any type of system. ETN, Electroneum, you can have some of these fudders out there, but they are going to be left behind in regards to this. We all know, yeah, it would be nice if there's going to be coins that will be decentralized. There's going to be some that are hybrids. There's going to be Ripple that's completely centralized, and you're going to need a whole bunch of these. It's like the United States. There's 50 different states, and each one, does different things. Some of them give away their money, like California, to anybody that shows up. Others don't charge sales tax. Others don't have state tax. New York, they tax. And it's, and the people will make a decision, and then you don't see states telling the other states to shut down or to drop in the ocean. Well, maybe California, but it's just you need diversity to see what actually does work. And just because you wish something doesn't mean it's going to happen. So the fact of the matter is, it's important that we have all these different types of strategies to bring crypto in the future, because one of them is going to do the job. And I'm betting on Electroneum. You guys are too, I'm sure of it. All right. Oh, you guys are punching through all this stuff here. I see poker games. I see all sorts of stuff here. All right. Make sure I got everything. Hey, we got John Thompson out there. Good to see you, John. Appreciate you stopping by. And we always love when you do. All right. Let's take a look. What else we got? Kid goes, yeah, the price of Electroneum is going to be so high thanks to all of us hoarding the coins. Those that understand Electroneum, they're definitely not getting rid of them. They're going to hodl the heck out of them. There's no doubt about it. The Electroneum vampire. He goes, the world has over 7.5 billion people. Just wait until a quarter of the population join Electroneum. You're right. There is not, let's try that again. There is not enough coins to go around. And we discussed this. We came out to, was it 21 million people with just 3,300 coins. Speaks for all of the current supply. There would be no more until they are mined. And they're going to be sold at a premium, I assure you. So, there ain't no doubt about that. All right. So, Matthew's saying, he goes, Dino, how about a poker game with a bunch of different Electroneum YouTubers? Yeah, that would be fun. Even a mega... we really got to talk to everybody. 4 or 5 of us on the screen at once. I think that would also be fun, and something that we could do. Poker game would be interesting. I'm not sure how many people would be wanting to watch us, but they might want to cheer on their favorite YouTuber. I don't know, but I like the idea, Matthew. We'll have to talk about that. Let's see here. Well, see, Sergeant Marine says he likes to watch a good poker game. Yeah. Michael goes, I would rather listen to a guy wearing a straw hat than a guy smoking a pot pipe. Good for you, Michael. Hey, my favorite person, Dijon8. I haven't seen Dijon in a while. We are glad you are back. I had a bet on the Telegram channel. I said the price went up. I am betting right now. Anybody want to take my bet that we will see Dijon very shortly? That's going to cheer him up. And I think it was within 48 hours, Dijon magically appeared. So luckily, nobody took my bet. So nobody lost anything, but I didn't win. But I got the bet right. Glad you're back. Glad to see you. And see your face. We like doing that. All right. Let's get on to the next wonderful page here. You guys repping through this stuff. Hey, now it's a party. Matthew Gray. With all this stuff. Hey, Dijon. He's giving me the love your show. We appreciate you. Dijon, this guy here. If you ever see him out there, you'll see him on Telegram. You'll see him all over the place. This guy is one of the most dedicated Electroneum folks I have ever met. And glad that he is an acquaintance of mine. I'd hate to be a different coin because they will never get somebody as dedicated as Dijon8. You ever see him out there, you definitely want to talk to him and interact with him. Smart guy and one of the most loyal ETN Electroneum folks I've ever known. Okay. Everybody just likes shooting the baloney with each other on the channel. Yeah, it's a party. We just have fun. We just communicate, and that's because I spend the time talking with you guys. The live show should be about me talking with you guys personally. I can do videos separately that'll bring content to people, but the live show is about us together as a group having some fun, and that's important. All right. Paul saying the Electroneum community is a shining example for the rest of the crypto communities to follow. I think you're right there, Paul. There's no doubt in my mind. Now, let's preface this. There are other good communities out there, and there are probably really great communities out there that are dedicated. I know this for a fact that there are some, and I interact with some of these other communities with my other favorite coins, and they're sharp and they're dedicated and they're loyal. The Electroneum community is all of that. It's also organized. It also has some of the most creative and brilliant people in all aspects, whether it's Reddit, whether it's YouTube, whether it's writing code and integrating the APIs, the advertisement end of it. There's just so many talented people. Medium, I've seen great stuff on Medium. There's just so many talented people that have coalesced around this coin that I have never seen anything else like it in any other coin. Not only the dedication and the loyalty that they show, but the ability and capability of the folks to actually bring value to others, and whether it's helping them out on the Electroneum community website, whether it's making videos, having fun doing that, interacting. It's a different level. I mean, it's going to the pro league. Electroneum's in the pro league, the community. It's seriously in the pro league. So you're right on target there, Paul. You get. Let's get another horn blast in there. Good for you, Paul. I agree 100%. Now, you want to know me. I'm going to put you right in there. Bitcoin started with pizza. It would be nice if Electroneum and Papa John's teams up. You know, you need to go out on the business Telegram channel and put that in there and see if there's somebody out there that has some kind of connection with some major retail pizza joint. Papa John's, Domino's, any of them. Because that would be a marketing coup. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Good for you. So let's see here. Okay, everyone. This was awesome. So I'm glad to be part of live chat again. Dino, you're the man. You do more than what people realize and deserve. So we appreciate that, Matt. We wish you a good evening. We thank you for stopping by, and we're glad you were able to partake in the party tonight and interact with everybody. Everybody loves Matt, and thanks for coming by, Matt. All right. Let's see here. So M-Kid says that he sold all his XRP when it spiked to 75 cents, and then he purchased boatloads of ETN. So good for you, M-Kid. I didn't have any XRP. You know, when I first started out, I had some XRP. It went up ballistic, and I wasn't smart enough to get rid of it. Didn't know enough about the project I was buying. I was a noob at that point, I guess, if you want to call me that. But I didn't have enough background on it to dump it at that time, so I held on to it. But I didn't have any Ripple when the price went up. Just Mimi showed up. Hey, we got a new visitor, Just Mimi. There will only be 10 coins left a year from now. So Just Mimi thinks that that all the Electroneum is going to be sucked up, a big sucking sound, and there won't be any Electroneum left because everybody's going to hoard it all and hoover it all up. So that's a good possibility. Again, it comes back to my point. All these folks, they get the Electroneum. They're going to be purchasing it. There's not going to be enough to go around. Keep in mind, there's only 2 digits on the extension. Bitcoin, you can buy eight digits into the extension. I can buy 1/10,000th of a Bitcoin for $10 or $6. Can't do that with Electroneum. 2 digits. So there's actually a lot less, even though there's 21 billion. There's 21 billion coins, so there's 1,000 more coins than than Bitcoin. There's literally 1,000 less units available than Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. Jingle Inc. John Thompson saying Jingle Inc. shills the heck out of XRP. I'm not familiar with Jingle Inc. I know there's been a couple of YouTubers that have come out of the woodwork. Even Dusty, I mean, all he talks about is Bitcoin. He's like 3 videos a day about XRP. 3 videos a day about XRP. And I'm like, all right, this guy's got bags of XRP or something, because that's all he talks about at 3 videos a day. You know, I put one out every other day, maybe once a day, but three a day, that's a lot. Okay, so John Thompson saying he thinks that Yodi does accept California ID, so you might want to double check that. Give it a try. Put it in where it says driver's license or ID. They were mentioning that the camera, when you hold it up to the camera, to kind of wiggle it right and left, or so that the hologram shows up, that it's actually not a photo, it's a short video clip, and it can detect that motion. So give that a try, see if that comes up. Crypto Cowboy, he's way out there, he's way ahead of us. So this is Crypto Cowboy's Electroneum prediction. Let's see what he's got. He says Electroneum $1.35 by January. That's pretty aggressive. He thinks it'll hit $23 by 2020. That's really aggressive. It's $23. I'm going on a party. We're all going to go meet in Vegas or something. Or buy an ASIC miner. And $119 by 2021. So those are really aggressive prices. I don't even know where to begin with that, but I'm going to take your your prediction and enjoy reading it there and showing it to everybody. I hope you're right. Yeah, so Paul's saying that he had run into a couple things with Yodi initially. He said he had a similar problem, and they're responded by looking into additional information on the IDs. They're going to come up with a solution. I know we talked about that prior, but they are going to come up with a solution. Nobody's going to get locked out. Everybody who wants to be KYC'd will be KYC'd. Okay. All right, everybody loves KYC. Okay, let's try another channel here. I got another page. I'm catching up to you guys. All right, 40,000 coins, almost worth $1,000. Not right now. That's not bad. Yeah, 40,000 coins. Am I that far back? We talked about the Masix a while ago. All right. So XXYY. He goes, who do you think are the big company partnerships Richard Ells is talking about? I can tell you that I have not been told any companies that are have partnerships. And I go off the videos just like you guys. And I'm going to tell you something. What I can express to you is, if you watch the videos that Richard produces with different YouTubers, there is a lot of information in there. And if you're smart enough to connect the dots, you will figure things out for yourself. Okay. But it's obviously clear and blatantly said that there are at least a couple of companies. And I have a feeling, my gut tells me that, you know, the first ones are going to be decent and really good. And as things go along, I think, and it's successful, and they see that it's compliant, I think that you're going to have some really big names reach out to Electroneum at some point. I don't know this, but logic dictates this. If you can show it's successful with what Richard said, 100 million, a company with 100 million users, and that goes off without a, you know, because the first one's going to have little bumps. First one. But, you know, that goes and it's working and there's usage. You're going to have a lot of people knocking on the door. Big companies knocking on the door. Logic dictates. Who said that? Spock? Live long and prosper? That's my left hand. I didn't know I could do that with my left hand. I know I could do it with my right, but I didn't know I could do it with my left. All right. Let's see here. I'm smarter than I thought I was. Crypto Cowboy. What does Crypto Cowboy say here? Let's see if I missed it. Oh, yeah, that's with this price prediction. Oh, boy, I hope he's right, too. Okay. Javier Puente. He says, Javier Puente. He says, ETN will not hit even 50 cents in 2019 just because of the current supply. It's way too much. As simple as that. So he thinks that there's way too many Electroneum out there. There's a lot that's generated. The trick is the volume. If you noticed, when the volume picked up, the price went up. And the reason is there was supply and demand. There were more people purchasing. So in my personal opinion, I tend to disagree. I think that as things go along and there's a value to be seen, you're going to see the volume of purchases for Electroneum stay in the higher end and increase and get larger. It's going to go up and down. Come on. But it's going to be making a progressively higher trend line on volume. And there's not enough coins at that point, because the folks that have them now are the folks that came that have stuck with it through its hardest time. They kept their Electroneum. They ain't getting rid of it. And the fact of the matter is that a good majority of those coins are in the pockets of people with Velcro zippers and on the pockets. They ain't ever letting it go. So there's a limited amount that are being produced and traded on a daily basis, that there's just not enough. So so I tend to disagree with that. Just my personal opinion. Now, like I said, it's going to go up and down just like every other coin. All right. Let's see what else we got here. No, you know, Javier has his right to his opinion. He thinks there's too many coins because of the 31 billion total. But there's only actually 8 billion out there at the moment. Only 8 billion out of that are actually available and in supply. And let me go back, Mr. Puente. If you do the math, you know, we're expecting 100 million people, 200 million people, but let's say it was just you get just 100 million people using Electroneum. There's 8 billion coins right now that are being traded and produced and used right now. It goes up a little bit each day, but there's approximately 8 billion coins. If just 21 million people, not the 100 million that we're expecting, let's say we only get 21 million people, and they only have 3,000 coins. You know, how much is 3,000 coins? That's $20. That's $60. 21 million people have just 60 fiat U.S. American dollars, which translate to 3,300 Electroneum. Just 3,300. All the coins are gone. You tell me there's too many coins or not. Okay. Just something to think about there, Mr. Puente. All right. Let's see. Dijon goes, yeah, he goes, I'm thinking that, and I have a gut feeling that Electroneum is going to surprise everyone in the next coming months. So I think you're right there, Dijon. Debo, hey, we got smoked out there. Good to see you. Debo says he doesn't understand the decimals at all. Well, go watch a video on the Dewey Decimal System. And maybe that'll help you out. Everything to the right. Okay. Paul says, hey, we appreciate you. Let's see. What are the thoughts on FTC? CT is saying cryptos are commodities. So, yeah, this is a good question. What are your thoughts on the CFTC saying cryptos are commodities? I'm hoping this doesn't end up in the Supreme Court. And I'm hoping that one of the regulators actually gets control over cryptocurrency, because right now every government official that's full of bluster wants to be the guy regulating and controlling cryptocurrency. No, it's CFTC. No, it's the SEC. No, it's Homeland Security. No, Secret Service. Everybody thinks that they should be controlling it. So hopefully they will beat each other to death until one survives. Now, supposedly they are claiming a win at the CFTC by saying they are secure, they are commodities. Not commodities like oil, rice, beans, that type of thing. Something that can be traded for the value of the commodity itself. I think that crypto as a commodity makes a lot of sense. I think that the problem lies is that crypto is so different. It can actually span. It could actually span different types of solutions, because we all know, or at least I'm hoping you should know, and since you listen to the Digit Spin Crypto, you're going to find out now that there are going to be new coins that come out that are going to be securities, and they're gonna actually allow you to purchase. Stocks will go away and they will turn into cryptocurrency. So it's easier to track them. You know if the stocks are valid or not. They're everything right from the beginning to the history. You'll be able to do voting. Every person will be able to put in a vote. You can't stocks. To be honest with you, I have no idea if the amount of stocks that are being sold that they're actually what were issued. I don't think anybody knows on some of these bigger companies. It's a shell game. There's no way to track that piece of paper or that quote stock back to the origination of the stock release. I don't think it could be done. They damn sure don't know who owns them. That's why they have to pay services to try to get out there and find the people who own the stock so they can send them voting information. Cryptocurrency solves all that. A security coin will solve all that. So you're going to see the ability to invest into new startup companies, buy real estate. A hotel wants to open up, and you'll be able to own $100 worth of that hotel. And if it makes profit, it'll send you a dividend. And if the company gets bigger, the value of that coin will go up just like a stock, and it'll be worth more, and people will offer you more for it. So there will be securities, but for coins such as these coin projects where you have store of values, I think a commodity kind of makes sense at the moment today. We'll see what happens, 5-10 years from now. All right. So we got Certainly Bullish. Certainly Bullish says, it's my first time here. I'm glad I subscribed and I appreciate you. Very thoughtful, very kind of you to like, comment, and subscribe. That's good stuff. Let's put that back up there. I do appreciate each and every one of you that do that. Makes me feel a bit better about what I'm doing, that somebody actually appreciates the work that I put into this, and keeps me motivated to continue on with the show. I could just squirrel all this information away from myself and not share it with anybody like Scrooge McDuck, but I choose not to do that, and all I ask is for a like, comment, and or subscribe so that I know that you appreciate what we do here on the channel. So welcome to the show. We appreciate you. All right, we're gonna have to I think we've been doing this for a while. I'm gonna scan real quick, and then we're gonna try to give away some cryptos. But let me take a look and see what other quick comments that I could talk to. Crypto Cowboy says he enjoys the show, and we appreciate you saying that. All right. All right, so Dominic has a good question. Welcome, Dominic. Appreciate you stopping by. Dominic wants to know, how do I determine how many coins are in circulation and what happens once they're gone? So let's answer Dominic's question. Most of you guys know the answer to that, but one easy way, you can go out to CoinMarketCap. So we can click up at the top, put in our favorite coin, Electroneum. And Electroneum is going to tell you right here. It's going to tell you the total market cap value, the circulating supply, the max supply. And some of them have a total supply, and that gets a little bit more complicated, but we don't have to deal with that with Electroneum. The maximum supply. In this particular case, what this is telling you is Electroneum will have a maximum created coin values of 21 billion. That is the limit of coins to be made. So you do know that once they're all made at whatever date, 40 years into the future, that those are all made, that is the maximum supply. If you want one, you've got to buy it from somebody that has it. You can't get an ASIC miner and make it. You can't use a mobile miner and make it 40 or 50 years from now. All right. Now, how do I know it's 40 or 50 years from now? It depends on what's called an emission curve. And in the math of the coin, and I'm going to keep this real simple for everybody. In the math of the coin, every time the accounting work, I know they call them miners, but it's basically they're doing accounting. They do the accounting, they get paid in Electroneum for doing that work. And basically that amount gets smaller and smaller as time progresses, so that it can tail it out for a long period of time. And if you were to look at that emission curve, you can see that these coins will go out for 40 years. Like Bitcoin is like 100 years. And each coin has this tail off. It gets smaller and smaller, how much you can earn with mining until eventually the coins fade out. But that emission curve can be adjusted as time goes along to make it stretch it out even longer. It'll probably be another generation's problem to deal with, so I ain't personally worried about it. And at that point, it could be all sorts of different things. Your circulating supply is how many coins are actually available today. So there will be eventually, decades from now, a total of 21 million that can go into circulation. But today, right now, there is only 8.044 billion available right now, right this second. All right, and I probably know a couple of people that have most of them. There's some people that have a lot of Electroneum because they believe in it. And the rest of the world has to share today the 8 billion. That's the reason why they may seem scarce, but when they're at 0.5 cents, people bought up a lot of them. And when you have a lot, you have millions of people purchasing them, that number dwindles quickly and goes into circulation with people. And so there's very few. Now, each and every day, the miners add to that number. You'll look at this number tomorrow, and it'll be a little bit more, and a little bit more. There'll be, I think we calculated it out to 7 million coins. I'm drawing a blank. I did the math with one of the guys, and I think it was like 7.4 million coins. And don't hit me on that, but my best guess a day. And so that gets added every day to the supply. So if 7 million coins are purchased by new investors, and if you look at the volume, that's all you got to do. You can see the volume's up there. Right now you have 867,000, almost $1 million a day being purchased. So there's a lot of folks that are purchasing them and scrolling them away. So that's kind of how that works. I hope that helps out, makes your life a little easier. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. We have somebody out there that doesn't like Dusty. All right. So Crypto Cowboy, he's saying something interesting. He says, my first Electroneum official purchase was Goodberry's frozen custard from Raleigh, North Carolina. A guy sold me a pint of vanilla for 29 Electroneum. True story. Wow, that is a bargain. You got a pint of quality ice cream for 29 Electroneum? Consider yourself lucky. Yeah, that's a true story, huh? Good for you. All right. So Glenn says, I'm glad I'm here watching Digit Spin Crypto, because he says, Mr. Digit Spin, You always give intelligent feedback about Electroneum. I want to thank you, Glenn, for recognizing the skills that God gave me and lent me to use each and every time that I am live on the show or I make a video for you guys. I consider myself very lucky, and not to quote Rush Limbaugh, but talent on loan from God. So I appreciate that. You know, I just take a look at it and you apply some obvious and realistic understanding of things to the situation, and the truth reveals itself. The only time you cannot see the truth is if you're wasted smoking pot. And other channels where you're wasted smoking pot, you're not capable of seeing the truth in the future. You only see what you want to see. With beer-colored glasses. All right. All right. I think I've hit everything. Haha, Secret Service. Okay. So I think we've covered pretty much everything that's in there. Hit all the good stuff. I know you guys had I probably missed a couple things. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Apologize. I try to get to each and every one of you. Let's give away some crypto. It was kind of a fun show tonight. I know it wasn't didn't bring anything new or exciting or tell you anything super good, but I hope the interaction had some value. What I did is I took a look at the video from the other day, put the YouTube link into the pickawinner.co website. We're going to fetch it, and apparently it says there's 22 comments. Let's see if we can find a winner. A winner has to have an address from Verus, Electroneum, or WebDollar for me to give away 80 coins today. That was the number, the random number that was picked in the beginning of the show. Let's pick the winner. Survey says Dose Music. 2 musics. He wants Electroneum. I will get Electroneum 80 coins out to Dose Music tonight. Congratulations to you. We appreciate you putting it in there. Now, if you want to be a winner on my next live show, in this live show, you must put your Electroneum or Verus or WebDollar address in the comments below when this show goes to archive. This way, when I do my next live show, you too have a chance to win some cryptocurrency that I generously give, because it was generously given usually from the different communities. Verus donated some Verus coins. WebDollars, they've donated some WebDollars to me, and the Electroneum I am personally donating. However, I have received coins from a few of the folks from the community, and I'm saving them up because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I have not forgot about that. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have a show, and I'm going to give away 1,000 Electroneum, 1,000 WebDollars. Both of those, 1,000 Electroneum and 1,000 WebDollars on a special show when we hit that. And that's from the generosity of the communities that gave me the coins so that I can give them to you. Appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love that you guys show up and care, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night.